Okay, this is a reading for Passover. This is a message on the destroyer. 1 Corinthians 10:10. Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured, and were destroyed of the destroyer. Psalms 17:4. Concerning the works of men, by the word of thy lips I have kept me from the paths of the destroyer. Proverbs 28:24. Whoso robbeth his father or his mother, and saith it's no transgression, the same is the companion of a destroyer. Isaiah 49:17. Thy children shall make haste thy destroyer. And they that made thee waste shall go forth of them. They of thee. Jeremiah 4:7. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He's gone forth from his place to make the land desolate, and the city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. Jeremiah 22:7. And I will prepare destroyers against thee, everyone with his weapons, and they shall cut down thy choice cedars and cast them into the fire. That's just that chainsaws are weapons of mass destruction. Jeremiah, I'm going to come back to that one. Hold on. We're going to go to Exodus 12:23. The Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your houses to smite you. Judges 16:24. And when the people saw him, they praised their God, for they said, our God hath delivered into our hands our enemy and the destroyer of our country, which slew many of us. Job 33:22. His soul draweth near to the grave, his life to the destroyers. A dreadful sound in his ears. In prosperity the destroyer shall come upon him. That's Job 15:21. Okay, and then I'm going to read the whole thing for context. Jeremiah 50. I'm reading out of the New Jerusalem Bible. This doesn't use the word destroyer, it uses the word plunderer. Okay, hold on. This is Jeremiah 50, the oracle against Babylon. The word the Lord spoke against Babylon, against the country of the Chaldeans, through the prophet Jeremiah. The fall of Babylon and the liberation of Israel. Publish it among the nations, proclaim it, make no secret of it. Say, Babylon is captured, Bel disgraced, Merodach shattered. Her idols are disgraced, her obscenities shattered. For a nation is marching on her from the north to turn her country into a desert. No one will live there anymore. Man and beast have fled and gone. In those days, at that time, the sons of Israel will return. They will come weeping in search of the Lord their God. They will ask the way to Zion. Their faces will turn in that direction. Come, they say, let us bind ourselves to the Lord by an everlasting covenant, never to be forgotten. Lost sheep, such were my people. Their shepherds led them astray, left them wandering in the mountains. From mountain to hill they went, forgetful of their fold. Whoever came across them devoured them. Their enemies said, "No blame to us, it is because they sinned against their Lord, their true fold, and the hope of their fathers." Escape out of Babylon, from the country of the Chaldeans. Go, act like the he-goats, be leaders of the flock. See, I am raising a league of mighty nations against Babylon. They will come from the land of the north and will draw up the battle line against her. There she will be captured. Their arrows are like a vicious warrior, never returning empty-handed. Chaldea will be plundered. All who plunder her will have their fill. Rejoice if you like, have your triumph, you plunderer of my heritage. Be playful like calves led out to the grass. Nay, like stallions. But your mother is covered with shame. Disgraced is the woman who bore you. She is the least of nations now, a wilderness, a parched land, a desert. The fury of the Lord will leave her uninhabited. She will become an empty solitude. All who pass by Babylon will be appalled at it and whistle in amazement at such a calamity. Draw yourselves up against Babylon. Surround her, all you who bend the bow. Shoot, do not spare your arrows. Raise a war cry against her from all sides. She surrenders, her bastions fail, her walls collapse. This is the vengeance of the Lord. Take revenge on her. Treat her as she has treated others. Deprive Babylon of the man who sows, of the man who wields the sickle at harvest. Escape from the destroying sword. Let everyone return to his own people. Let everyone escape to his own country. Israel was a straying sheep hunted by lions. First, the king of Assyria devoured him. Next, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, crunched his bones. Therefore, the Lord, the God of Israel, says this: Now I will punish the king of Babylon and his country as I punished the king of Assyria. I will bring Israel back to his pastures to browse on Carmel and in Bashan and on the highlands of Ephraim and in Gilead to eat his fill. In those days and at that time, you may look for Israel's iniquity, and it will not be there. For Judah sins, and you will not find them. For I will pardon the remnant that I leave.